Hi, I'm Frode, and in this video you will learn how to set and achieve goals fast. I truly believe that goal setting is the one skill that will more positively impact your life than any other. And after reading hundreds of books in the field of personal development and over a dozen books specifically on goal setting, I truly see that the ability to set goals is the one thing that will enable you to create your life the way that you want it. Because when you get clear on exactly what you want, you make it a plan, you make an action plan for its attainment, and then you do something every single day to move towards your goal, you have a tendency to achieve your goals much more often than if you don't have a strategy at all. And a goal strategy is very much like a recipe. If you want to bake a good cake, there are certain ingredients that you will need to make it good. For example, you do need the bottom of the cake, you need some cream and some topping on the cake, or else it will no longer be a cake. And there is also a certain sense of sequence of steps that you need to take. For example, you don't make the topping on the bottom and then put the bottom on the top of the cake, or whatever it might be. And it's the same for our goals. There are a certain sequence of steps we need to go through with the fundamental components of goal setting, which will make them most effective, just based on how our psychology works. So in this video I'm going to share with you how to set and achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. And it's the method I'm going to share with you is inspired by Brian Tracy in his book Goals. It's really the method that he uses and has taught to over 1 million people successfully. Brian Tracy, by the way, is one of the top and most iconic professional and personal development speakers on topics like goals in business, personal development, and a lot of other things like that. And in his book Goals, he shares a 12-step process for setting and achieving your goals. It's a process I've been using myself, and it's one I've used to coach other people to also help them achieve their own goals. And I've been getting some really good results with these coaching clients, as I call them. They're really just students that I've found that also want to set goals and really achieve to become the best that they can be. And once they start going through this process, they become much more clear about exactly what they want to achieve and what they will need to do to achieve it. They gain more sense of confidence and belief that they will be able to make their goals real. And then they start getting more inspired to take the actions that are actually necessary. So, in this video I will go through the 12 steps really quickly, but if you want more detailed description of each of them, so you can better do the exercise yourself, you can read my blog post that I've made a link to in the description below. It's much more comprehensive. So the first step to effective goal setting is to have a desire. Have something that you really, really, really want to achieve. Something you would kill someone in order to be able to do. Okay, perhaps not kill anyone because we know killing is not a good thing, not nice. But at least it would be something that you would give your life in order to achieve. Yeah, that also doesn't sound very well, but it's something that you really, really, really want. So have a real desire. Second step is that you need to believe that you can achieve it. Make your goals challenging so they will really stretch you to grow and do something that you've never done before, and also make them attainable so that you can see yourself being able to reach them. This is really important because without the belief that we can actually achieve our goals, we won't take the actions that will naturally lead to them. And there are certain ways that we can develop our own beliefs, like visualization, which we'll talk about very soon. Next step is to write your goals down. And writing goals down is really the first step of turning the indivisible into the visible, of turning vague wishes and dreams into concrete realities. Because it's really the way that you take a thought in your mind and start manifesting it out here in reality, where all the people and events are happening and going on. So really a key to this step is to understand that all things are created 2 times. First in your mind and then in your reality. Fourth step is to set a deadline for your goal. Because as Brian Tracy says, goals are dreams with a deadline. And until you set that deadline of a time by which you want to achieve your goal. You won't have the sense of urgency to take the necessary actions. But when you have your timeline, your deadline, then you will immediately start thinking, oh, what kinds of actions would I need to actually take to achieve my goal within that time frame? And also, what happens if you don't achieve your goal within your deadline? Then you simply set a new deadline. You don't start shaming and berating yourself for being so stupid and lazy to not achieve your goal. You just set a new deadline because there are no unrealistic goals, only unrealistic deadlines, as Brian says. Fifth step is to determine your starting position. Because if you think about it, you wouldn't go into Google Maps and plot in a destination without plotting in your starting position of where you actually are right now. Because if you only have your destination but not where you are, then it will be really, really hard to get to your point, because you really don't have any sense of feedback on your GPS of where you are in relation to your goal. So therefore it's really important to say, for example, for a weight goal of moving down to weighing 70 kilos or whatever. Then if you don't know how much you weigh right now, whether it's 60 kilos, which is actually lower, or 100 kilos, it will be really hard to decide how much you will need to eat over how long a period of time in order to reach your desired weight. So when you know your weight, you will be able to attain your desired weight. So plot on your starting position. And really key here is to be honest about where you are and accept where you are. Because most of us will often be in a place that we don't really want to be, or we might have done poorly in the past, but that shouldn't stop us from creating a better future. Because as the motivational speaker Tony Robbins says, the past does not equal the future. We can always improve. The sixth step is to determine the reasons why you want to achieve your goal. Why is this compelling to you? Why is it absolutely a must for you to attain it? What are the emotions that you will feel when you achieve your goal? What are the values that moving towards your goal will help you live by? Those might be health, or it might be to have the value of integrity, of freedom, of equality amongst people, or it might be anything you can think of. But you have to choose something that is personally motivating to you, not just any other people, just like having credentials or authority or any outside thing. It can be those things, but it must come from within, something that you want. And having strong reasons to achieve your goal is really what's going to pull you through the difficult times when you face discouragement and you feel really sad, depressed, and feel like you're not getting any progress on your goals at all. They will make your emotional component to kind of pull you towards your goal. The seventh step is now to determine the obstacles that might stand in the way of you achieving your goal, or make it very much harder than it needs to be. And the thing is that 80% of our obstacles to our goals will come from within ourselves. It will be the limiting beliefs about what will happen if I do this, often action steps you need to take towards your goals, or fears, like fear of uncertainty, fear of failure, fear of being criticized by others, fear of really not knowing what is going to happen next if you choose to move toward this dream that you have. Next step is to determine the knowledge and skills that you will need in order to accomplish your goal. This will often be very obvious. There are a few key activities that you will need to really master to become good at something. For public speakers, it's obviously communication and being able to transmit ideas in an entertaining and educational way. For an archer, it might be, I don't know, I haven't been doing archery a lot, but for running, it's often being able to efficiently run with the least amount of effort. So therefore you need to place your foot on a certain point on the ground and keep your shoulders relaxed and all these technical details. What is the one most important skill you would need to develop in order to achieve your goal? Ninth step will be to determine the people whose cooperation and assistance you will need in order to make your dreams and goals come true. And the thing is that we often have a lot of people just really close to us, like our friends, family, and associates, co-workers, a boss, or just an acquaintance who can really help us achieve our goals much faster than if we did it on our own. It can be asking an acquaintance for a contact that we know they might have, a contact that we know will help us towards our own aims. Or it might be asking a friend to be our accountability partner each week to keep us accountable, responsible, and committed to taking consistent action. Because if you have an accountability partner and you move through enough weeks without taking any action on your goals, you will start feeling pretty ashamed of not making any progress. Then will you start kind of forcing yourself to do something with it. Either just drop the goal entirely and choose a new one, or just start doing the things you need to. The 10th step is to make a plan of action. Based on all the steps that we went through previously, determine and all the steps you would possibly need to take from beginning to end, from right now to the exact moment when you achieve your goal. What are all the possible things you would need to do? And these will often comprise your sub-deadlines for your goals. So you need a deadline for your entire one, and then sub-deadlines to keep you motivated and see that you're making progress. When you have determined all the steps that you need to take, you prioritize them by importance and sequence. You ask yourself, what are the 2 or 3 most important activities? And in what order do I need to do all these steps? What needs to do first? What needs to be done second, third, and all the way. Then you take action on the action plan every day until you achieve your goal. 11th step is to visualize success. You want to really create a practice experience of exactly what you will be seeing, hearing, and feeling in the moment of achieving your goal. This helps you to really clarify what it is that you actually want to achieve. So you can see in the weight example that you are much more trim. You can see your limbs are thinner. You can feel your body is lighter, and you can hear the positive comments other people make when you have made such great progress. And what visualization really does is to start making the law of attraction work. You start programming your subconscious mind with the kind of energy vibrations which are sent out into the universe, and start attracting the people and opportunities you really need to achieve your goals. It will work like a magnet. You have a clear image. This is like pulling in people, pulling in opportunities, pulling in action steps that you need to take to make this reality real. And the key here is to visualize your goals every single day until they are true, until your image in your mind has become real outside yourself. And the 12th step is persistence. Decide that you will never give up, that whatever happens, you will do whatever it takes to keep plodding along until you achieve your goal. Decide that determination will be your middle name. So that's a quick look at the 12 steps of effective goal achievement. I hope you really enjoyed it, and again, if you want to move more comprehensively and understand the steps better, you can read the blog post I have a link to in the description. Now, please give the video a like, share it with your friends, and also challenge them to set their own goals using this process. And then keep each other accountable every single week by meeting for an hour or so to see what steps you take towards your goals. And finally, subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date on and many videos I make on how to set and achieve your goals faster than you ever thought possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you an awesome day. See you soon.